Hi guys, today I'm installing the Koubalinks lowering link to the 701 Enduro 2023. I've decided to go with lowering link after I've done about 1,000 miles on the bike now, and I've decided it is just a touch too tall really. Initially I was going to lower it straight away because it is a really tall bike, but I thought I'll just ride it, see how we get on, and I've had several situations where I probably would have needed it to be a little bit lower, so I've gone with the Koubalinks. This is sort of highly recommended. Loads of people use these. Really nice quality. Got grease nipple on there as well, so you can grease your bearings regularly. Yeah, really nice, well put together bit of kit. So yeah, we're gonna have a go at installing that today on the 701. So as you can see, I haven't actually got like a proper centre stand as such for the bike yet. Just I haven't got around to getting one, so I don't know how well this is going to go. Hopefully the bike doesn't fall over. At the minute I've just got a normal paddock stand under the rear just to support the swing arm, so when you take the linkage out the swing arm doesn't drop, and then I've literally just got a jack with a bit of plywood underneath the bash plate. I tried taking the stand out a minute ago and it's very precarious, so we'll see how we get on. I might just put a strap up to the rafters just to you know, support the bars and keep it sort of upright as such. But yeah, we'll see how we get on. I think the general gist of it, I've had a look. We're going to have to remove the foot peg hangers. So that's, I think that's 19mm, a couple of 10mm at the bottom, and also on the AXP I'm going to have to take this bolt out so that the master cylinder can move away. And we're not going to disconnect completely, we're just going to move this away. And then round on the other side of the bike, it's pretty much exactly the same. So it'll be the 19mm there, and then we've got one in there, and then one inside the gap there, and then again this will all come across, and then underneath, don't know how we can see at the moment, that black bolt through there will come undone, and then once this is out the way, there'll be a bolt running through the centre of the forward part of the linkage. Once you got your peg off, you got this bolt in here, that one in there, and same on the other side. That's going to be the next one you undo to take the forward part of the linkage off. You don't necessarily need an impact gun to do that, but because I'm working by myself, it's just a little bit easier to use an impact gun. So 19mm each side. It's actually a nut on both sides, just a little bit strange. But yeah, 19mm both sides. Hold one end with a spanner, and then you could do it with a ratchet or break a bar, but it's just a lot easier if you use a impact driver if you got one. So as you can see, you've now got access to these. I've loosened off this one, so I'm going to loosen off this, which is 10mm. So I've gone to undo that 10mm bolt, the sort of forward part of the linkage, and what I've realised is I think it's running into like a bush, you know, threaded bush, which both run into. So basically you need to hold both sides, which if you're by yourself might be a little bit difficult, but work your way around it, make some magic. So once you've got one of the two bolts out from either side, you'll need to push it through from the side that you've taken the bolt out. The bolt can come from either the right or the left hand side. So my left hand side bolts come out, so what I'm going to use is a long drift and a mallet just to knock the forward linkage through. So this is where, if the bike's going to fall over, it will fall over now, so hopefully not. We'll see how we get on. I'm going to hold on to the bike just in case. So that's the pin. Like I say, you got a thread in each end, so one side stayed tight and the other ends come undone. So that should make it nice and easy going back in. You've only got to really torque from one side, but that's the pin that you need to knock out. So with the forward pin out, you can now knock the aft one. Oh, you don't even need to knock it. So weight's off. So I've got the bike balanced really nice because that's sit out by hand. Lovely job. There we go, slight issue. If you've got an XP bash plate on, the linkage protector part of it will stop you from being able to get your linkage out of the gap. So looks like the bash plate has to come off, unfortunately. Right, so bash plate's off now. It's definitely a bit more precarious like this, but yeah, time to knock this one or these two out, and then we'll be able to take the linkage off. That was a little tighter this time, so maybe haven't got the weight quite right. Just try and get the weight right on the bike, just so that the bolts slide out nicely. Like that, there you go. Don't even need to hit it. Just slides out by hand. So yeah, if you get the weight right on the bike, there shouldn't be any force acting on there. That's come out lovely. Just going to pop that through for now. I'm going to take this bolt out. The bottom part of the linkage, again, slides out lovely. There we go. That'll be standard linkage out. So that's just a comparison in length between the two linkages. Like I say, this is a 1.25 inch drop. So with the old linkage out, you want to get your new linkage. Give everything a bit of a wipe up before you put it back together. Take your pins and grease them up nicely. And then what you also want to do is pack the bearings in here best you can with grease. But if you've got a grease gun, you can also add grease to this. So that's worth doing. So yeah, once it goes back in, it's literally just reversal of the way it came out. The only thing to note is you want your grease nipple pointing downwards, so you get access to it. Now what you'll find, because this is longer, when you set your weight on the bike, lifting the weight of the bike up, this bolt's not going to line up anymore. So what you need to do is just carefully lower the bike down a little bit until that bolt lines up. So if you're doing this by yourself, just take your time. Nice and gently. Almost there. So I'm very close now, just adjusting my jacks to get the weight right. There we go, that's lined up lovely. Again, a little bit of grease on this pin, that goes through. Like a glove. So now it's just opposite of the stripping down. It's the rebuild. Make sure that's all the way home. You're going to have to hold this and tighten the other side. I believe that's 20 Newton meters, and this one's going to be 60 Newton meters. So you can put a little bit of Loctite on them, It's up to you, but if they're torqued correctly they should be fine. And then it's just a matter of refitting your foot peg hangers on each side. Then what you're going to want to do is drop the forks through the yokes just a touch to compensate for this, but you just need to get out and ride and see how it feels and see, you know, what changes you need to make. And same again, we're going to have to hold both sides. So there we go, foot pegs are back on. Like I said, it is just a reverse of taking them off, so just got these 3 bolts on each side to do up. And then if you need to remove that bolt from the rear master cylinder, then that needs to go back in, refit the bash plate, and there you go. So that's apparently 1.25 inch drop. I've had a quick sit on the bike, but I haven't got boots on. I've got trainers, and I run proper MX boots, so quite a big sole on them. So I'm looking forward to getting out on the bike and having a play, see what it feels like. I'm just going to drop the forks through a little bit. So that's fairly straightforward. You just need to loosen off these 2 pinch bolts. And if I can get the camera in, them 2 pinch bolts down there, they just need loosening off. I'm going to do it with the bike on the stand, and I'll probably just pull these through. I won't come through an inch completely. I don't think you've actually got room to go an inch, but I'll come through, you know, probably go like 10 or 15 mil. And then just go and ride it, see how it feels. So that's what you got to do. Get out, ride it, play about with setup, see how you feel. So yeah, hopefully we'll feel a little bit more confident being able to get feet down a little bit easier now. So yeah, looking forward to trying it out. If you like the video, give us a like and subscribe. There's plenty more videos about the 701 and also my previous bike, the Northern 901. There's some nice videos on there, various installs. So yeah, have a look at them, check them out, and I'll see you in the next one.